What? Who are you? Oh, really? And what could someone working for the Order bring down to a place like this and risk spoiling his fine garments?
The last time I slept.
A black stone? No idea what you're talking about. Now, is there something else? If not, leave. Time is sparse these days.
Thank the sun. There you are. I've been looking for you. I followed you. It's about your mission. I know that the Grandmaster ordered you to find the Black Stones, and I believe I know where to find the one you are looking for down here. Far away from here, and I can show you where. The only thing I ask of you is that no one must know about my part in this. Promise me that, and I'll tell you what I know. Thanks. Believe me, I don't like this any more than you do. Come, follow me. I remember coming here as a child. The apothecary gave me something to eat before setting me on the streets again. All that, it seems so distant now. It's easy to forget about the other side of the coin once you haven't seen it for a while. All right, this is better. Have you ever heard the name Dal-Galar? Healer of the poor. Yes, that's what some people called him. It doesn't do him justice, though. Dal-Galar helped everyone regardless of his wealth. The only difference was that he had the rich people pay for their treatment. Do you also remember why he left Ark? Yes. For him, the end justified the means. For example, it is said that he once healed a crippled soldier by replacing his lost leg. The League considered such practices pathless, but Dal-Galar refused to give in, and that is how they came to blows. Finally, Dal-Galar left Ark and moved into a remote old castle in the Frostcliff Mountains. True, but people fear what they don't know. It has always been like that. I guess you know the rest of the story. He became more and more reclusive until one day he locked the gates and was never heard from again. The apothecaries say that it was his eccentricity which was to blame, but I think there is more to it than that. I know it did. I recently read the notes of one of the few apprentices he permitted to come with him. And this is where it gets interesting. Dal-Galar researched something he only referred to as the Angel. No one but him was allowed to take part in its creation, and he hired dozens of mercenaries to get him the resources he needed for his experiments. Books, relics, rare herbs, things like that. And one of those relics was a small dark stone, shining like the skin of an eel. Yes. What do you think, Saira? That does sound like a lead, doesn't it? I was waiting for that question. All right then, I might as well come clean. I am interested in all this because there is a rumor as to what the Angel was supposed to be. A talisman. One that allows its bearer to heal any disease in the world, even flesh maggots, the yellow fever, or the Black Death. All of them. And I want to find this angel, Saira. Isn't it obvious? Because I want to be healed. Yes, if there's even just a sliver of a chance that this device, whatever it is, can help me, I have to take it. And that is also why the Order must not know about any of this. They would confiscate the artifact before I could use it for myself. And what am I supposed to tell them if they ask me why I need it? I can't allow anyone to learn the truth about me, not until I've dealt with it. Now, enough about my motivations, Saira. Let us plan how we are going to proceed.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Boring.
Yes, I found us a map that should point the way from the Frostcliff Tavern. Go prepare yourself. I will meet you there. And thank you for helping me. I know I might not show it that much, but I appreciate your, friendship. I really do.
Oh, just shut up, will you, Folyak? Excuse my friend, my keeper. Wouldn't recognize a Vatir if he was drooling in his face. But as he said, we don't know anything about that castle. And if I were you, I would stay away from it anyway. This man, this Dalgalar, he was crazy.
What makes you say that?
Well, before he, shut himself in, he sent his servants down here a couple of times each moon. And every time they hired dozens of hunters to bring them dead game. Rabbits, deer, and the like.
So, he probably needed them for his experiments.
Aye, my damn, but why so many? I mean, 40 cadavers a week? There must be something wrong with that. Maybe he's an entropist, a bone mage, or something like that. And maybe he wanted to use those corpses to raise an army of undead to take revenge on the League.
Rabbits, Folyak. Rabbits.
The dose makes the poison. Isn't that how you say it, madame?
Yes, that's the saying. I need to go now. Thank you for your help. I take it you listened. I don't think we'll get more than superstitious chatter out of these people. What do you say? Should we head out? As you like. Just tell me once you're ready to leave.
The Count? What do you want me to say? He's a monster, just like the apothecary said he was. I still remember the day he and his cohorts moved into that forsaken castle. The villagers all cheered as if he were Waterblade incarnate, but I just knew there was something wrong with that man the moment I saw him. Especially when I saw that cart with the burial shrouds. Nothing. At least, not for a so-called healer. But I saw a shape beneath them, like a stiff body, a wax figure. And that man, Dalgalar, he kept staring at it as if he were hypnotized or something. Anyway, my advice, stay away from that castle.
My sir.
Everything.
Yes, can I help you?
Some people just don't know their path.
Dalgalar. I was still a toddler when he moved here, so no. But I know about his castle, and if I were you, I would stay away from there. Well, I'm up in the village from time to time to look for things. And once I was stupid enough to go near the castle gate. There was something in the courtyard, a creature made of bright blue light, and it moved and it breathed. I got away from there as quick as I could, and I ran back to the tavern. And yes, maybe it was just my imagination, but still, there's something wrong with that castle. That's all I can say.
None of your damn business. Piss off.
So, learned anything useful? Interesting. And you're right, the guy over there really does look strange. Anyway, let's go. Cold. Well then, the castle is about 2 miles north of here. We shouldn't have any problems if we stay on the road. I suggest you go on ahead. I'll cover your back. There.
Idol worshipper. Get her.
You chose your fate. Now live with the consequences.
That was all of them. Yes? Until that Quark appeared, I actually thought things were going relatively well, like with the sigil stone and this beacon. But a war with Nehrim, that changes everything. They trump us in every aspect. Manpower, equipment, siege machinery. Let's just hope the walls of Ark are really as durable as they're said to be. Try the righteous path. Wait. Oh no. This is Brother Gallius. I don't know. Let's search their bodies. Anything? Oh, of course, I heard about that. The Order wanted the ore for the beacon. Poor people. This bastard must have taken them by surprise. Let's take a look into that mine, Saira. Our expedition into the castle will just have to wait.
Kill him, he talks to me like that again. Get him while he's sleeping. Or poison his meat. See how he likes that.
Careful. That was all of them. And it's over. Gallius helped me with my preparations for the trial. He didn't deserve to end like that, nor did the others. In any case, we need to tell the Grand Master about this once we have searched Dalgalar's castle. Yes? If it's really necessary, what do you want to know? Yes, but at what price? It isn't just what happens on the outside when it tries to take me over, Saira. At least not just that. It's what goes on inside. My thoughts, my feelings. Imagine you are walking through a forest, all on your own. Then you hear heavy breathing, sobbing, and as you follow it, you find a wounded hunter. He's been mauled by a bear and is now heavily injured and delirious. That is, the part of me that is myself, would want to help this man, to get him to safety. But the moment I see blood, the smell of death, these other thoughts start invading my mind. Yes, and that sight, it would arouse it. I can't find a better word for it. If I were to give in, it would... Forgive me, Saira. I can't talk about this. I am sorry. Yeah, it's just odd to talk about it like this. Honest answer? I don't know, and I don't want to know. As I told you in the Scola, if I really am the one to blame for that massacre in the village, if this memory is real, then the answer to your question is yes. I would transform into whatever this creature is, but it will never come to that. You have my word. Northwind. Once among the most important mining sources in the country, and now nothing but a ruin. In the end, all is fleeting, I suppose. Wait. Do you see that? Still warm. Someone else has been here not too long ago. Maybe. Let's be cautious. The castle is just up that slope over there. Locked, as expected. Maybe, but the ground around here is slippery and the cliffs are steep. That could turn out poorly. Maybe we could try to break the gate open instead. But how? Black powder might do the trick, if we had any. Let me think. Northwind was a prospector's village after all, and I think I saw some kind of trapdoor down there near the mine's entrance. With luck, that could be a storage area. I suggest you take a look at it. I'll start digging the gate free in the meantime. Well then, take cover. There you go. What the? Breathe. Just breathe. I'm sorry, this was unexpected. But I guess that answers the question of what happened to Dalgalar's servants. Poor sods. An idealistic count, a remote castle, and a powerful artifact befouled by the High Ones. That's not too far-fetched, wouldn't you agree? We won't be able to get in through the main gate, but there has to be a side entrance. Come on, let's take a look around.